I just got back from Pittsburgh on Sunday because I've been devastated about the death. And it's quite a shock because, when I heard about him having a cardiac arrest, I thought it was a joke. But then when I heard he passed away, especially at the age of 50, I mean, because I saw him a month ago. I've been training him. I last saw him the end of May before I went on a tour, doing autograph shows and everything. And, the guy looked great, but just to hear this, I mean, I would never expect it. Well, when I was with him, he looked lean. I worked with him stretching on the floor, all different moves, and he was energetic. He was happy as he can be, he was animated. Well, I know everybody says, how does the Incredible Hulk train Michael Jackson? We met over 15 years ago, and he was a big fan of mine. He loved the Hulk and everything. So I had a doctor friend who was a friend of his. He suggested that Michael have Lou train you because I have a facility, and we private, and he felt that I was the best. So when Michael came to see me the first time, it kind of like, he had the mask on, came down the driveway, and then just gave me a hug. It wasn't nothing, nothing like anything staged. It was just like Lou and Mike would just hit it up because both of us had similar childhood, and we had strong, domineering fathers. And both of us had a lot of pain and anger. And we shared that because his escape was music. My escape was bodybuilding and fitness because I had such a passion for fitness. So that's how we collaborated because we became almost like kids all over again. And because he never had a childhood, I really never had a childhood like socialized. My childhood was introverted, and Michael was like constantly singing. His dad pushed him, driving him. So he was always kind of like the kid, getting whacked around. So basically, he never wanted to go back there anymore. Neither did I. So that's why we conveyed our power through music and fitness to both of us, and we became icons in our own way. So we shared that. That was beautiful because it was a wonderful friendship. And we liked the person inside of us. It was like a real friend. Well, he's always been lean. He might have been a little heavier 17 years ago. But you gotta remember one thing you gotta take into consideration. He was under tremendous threat. In debt, the ranch, the 3 kids, they financed a tour. At times in the past, he was supposed to perform, he canceled. And he had a major lawsuit. But this time, he was gonna come back and make it a bigger comeback in music history. So it was just tremendous threat. And he's at the age of 50. Besides with me, he was rehearsing like 3-4 hours a day. It takes a toll on the body. When he was with me, he wasn't different. He wasn't like stoned. He wasn't high. He wasn't being, aloof or speedy. But never talked about drugs. I've never seen him take drugs. He was always talking about nutrition. And I told him what to take, like fish oil for the joints and everything. And the last month, I don't know what happened. But the time I was with him, it was great. And as a matter of fact, sometime in between the workouts, he would be dancing for me, showing me how he danced. And he convinced me that he's going to make the greatest comeback. Because if I didn't think he can do it, I would have told him. I don't care if Michael Jackson, I would have told him. But the outside world, because of the way he made himself, the way he looked, of all the changes, is gathered so much attention that everybody wanted a piece of him, and it's frightening because he was afraid of someone harming him because sometimes fans get overexcited, and this happened no matter where he went. So that made him paranoid for a long time, and I think that's why they equate him being eccentric. He was a brilliant guy, but if you're alone with him, he was sweet, lovable, vulnerable. We forgot this week about the war in Iraq, about North Korea, about our new president. We all got taken back and realized that we lost a great human being because how much Michael affected the whole world. And that I think it's a message for the whole world that we need to live in a better place and have more peace.